The most dangerous moment in your life is not when you're struggling in the dark. It's the exact second you step into the light. Because the moment you win, you don't just attract opportunity, you attract the vultures of human nature. Most multimillionaires are completely invisible. They sit next to you in ordinary places, and you never notice. They protect themselves with 3 forms of silence. They don't advertise what they earn, what they buy, or how excessive they can live. In a world that rewards noise, the truly wealthy often do the opposite. They move quietly. Social media trains you to overshare every win, but real power understands that exposure comes with a price. This silence is not fear. It is discretion rooted in clarity. The minute you scream about success, you invite a social tax, and most people are not prepared to pay it. Success doesn't only attract admiration, it attracts measurement, comparison, and resentment. What looks like mystery is often just self-protection. Stealth is not weakness, it is strategy. So why does your success bother people? Because your life can become a mirror. Psychologically, this is the mirror effect. Your achievement reflects back what others have avoided in themselves. Your wealth or intelligence doesn't just mean more for you. It can expose limits in everyone watching. When people meet someone operating at a higher level, the brain can read it as danger. The threat center reacts before maturity does. They don't think, I should grow. They think, this person threatens my ego. That is why leveling up often makes you quieter, not louder. You stop posting so much. You stop performing every thought in public. Society may call that a breakdown, but sometimes it is the beginning of sanity. For high performers, conversation can become translation work. You are constantly shrinking depth into something safe and digestible. You turn systems thinking into sound bites, not because it is true, but because it is socially survivable. That kind of translation is exhausting. And over time, it can wound your mind. Your mind is a muscle. Use it below its capacity long enough, and it weakens. Performing normalcy all day has a cost. It can make brilliance feel like something you must hide. You are not disappearing because you failed. You are disappearing because participation became too expensive. And the platforms around you make that worse. They are engineered to keep you emotionally available to noise. At first, it looks harmless, just a quick distraction. But then gravity takes over, and distraction turns into distortion. You lose the ability to see humanity in people who disagree with you. That is the real descent. Eventually, the slope goes underground, into nihilism, withdrawal, and a strange emotional darkness. The more you chase validation there, the more you become labor for someone else's machine. An attention factory is still a factory. That is why the truly wealthy treat attention like a liability, not an asset. They read books, subscribe to real information, and move in silence. Because what people don't know, they can't ruin. Money does not create character. It reveals what was already there. But wealth also changes the people around you. Even love can become comparison. Somewhere in the back of the mind, a question appears. Why couldn't that have been me? That is why wealth should be treated like a seed, not a parade. You do not scream when a seed sprouts. You protect it until it has roots. If you announce the seed before it becomes a tree, envy can crush it. Exposure too early can kill the miracle. Sudden wealth often breaks families for the same reason. The soul has not adjusted to the weight of abundance. There are cautionary tales everywhere. Loud money can become public tragedy. When wealth hits, your first move should not be performance. It should be protection. Because privacy is not paranoia. It is a layer between your life and the vultures. Then comes another danger, boredom. When survival ends, impulse starts looking like meaning. True wealth is not about spending the principal. It is about buying back your time. Freedom begins when your life no longer depends on doing what you hate. So, build your tower, trust the quiet, and let the results speak. If this is your season to move in silence, type 777 and keep building.